Ladies and gentlemen, once again, kindly take your seats. Move on to the inaugural session. Ready? May I please invite onto the dais, in this particular order, Dr. Anil Kumar, please, our organizing chairman, to accompany Major Ravi, our chief guest for the day, Dr. Deepak Davidson, our course director, Dr. Rajshekhar Verma, course director again, Dr. Jay Gopal, President CSI Kerala chapter, and Dr. Sandeep, organizing secretary, CHIP Summit 2023, to kindly be seated on the dais, please. Dr. Jay Gopal, if you're here, sir. Dr. Sandeep, we request you to kindly take your seat on the dais, please. Thank you, sir. Begin the inaugural session with a prayer. May I request you all to kindly rise, ladies and gentlemen, for the prayer, please. Thank you.
श्री परमेश्वर गौरीसुतं भक्तजन प्रिय प्रणवात्मकं श्री परमेश्वर गौरीसुतं भक्तजन प्रिय प्रणवात्मकं विघ्नविनाशकम् एकदन्तं विघ्नविनाशकम् एकदन्तं प्रणतोऽस्मि गणनाद विश्वेश्वरं प्रणतोऽस्मि गणनाद विश्वेश्वरं श्री परमेश्वर गौरीसुतं भक्तजन प्रिय प्रणवात्मकम्.
Thank you very much. Kindly be seated, ladies and gentlemen. May I request Dr. Anil Kumar now to deliver the welcome address, please.
Good evening, everyone. Let me welcome all of you to this inaugural function of the CHIP 2023. I especially welcome our chief guest of the day, Major Ravi, who has been kind enough to come and grace this occasion. I request a bouquet be given to Major Ravi. What is the relevance of our chief guest today? Our chief guest has been in the Indian Army, has been in the National Security Guard. He worked for the Indian military agencies, and he was head of operations for Operation One-Eyed Jack, the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case. And he started becoming a consultant for military-based movies. He has won the Kerala State Film Award for his movies. And more importantly, he has been involved in complex operations. So he is very apt for inaugurating the complex high-risk intervention procedure conference of the cardiology, of our cardiology group. And this CHIP meeting, we have identified that he be the chief guest for the day. We have also with us Dr. Jay Gopal, who is the Cardiology Society of India Kerala President. I wish him a warm welcome to this CHIP inaugural function. Dr. Jay Gopal has been a fellow who has been who's a fellow journeyman who has been having almost a parallel career with me, and we were writing exams together. So I found it very nice that he is the president of Cardiology Society of India, where we are organizing this CHIP conference. Welcome, Dr. Jayagopal. We have 7 to 8 international faculty, of which we have 3 of them here, Dr. Gerald Werner, Dr. Nagamatsu, and Dr. Arun Kumar. Dr. Gerald Werner from Germany, Dr. Nagamatsu from Japan, and Dr. Arun Kumar from UAE. I welcome all of them. I welcome all the national faculty who have contributed sincerely. Over the last 24 hours, we have been having excellent presentations, and they have made this meeting very meaningful. And I'm getting already feedbacks about the quality of talks. So I welcome all the national faculty to this function. A special welcome to all the delegates, without whom this meeting would have no meaning. I hope you are taking a valuable message home about the CHIP meetings and how to do the CHIP procedures. A warm welcome to all of you. Without the industry participation or the support, we would not have had this function. I can see all of them sitting behind me. A special welcome to all the industry partners who have made this meeting possible in this August venue. Thank you all. Thank you very much. We'll get on with the rest of the function.
Thank you, sir. I request Dr. Deepak Davidson, Course Director, CHIP Summit 2023, to address this August gathering regarding the evolution of the CHIP.
Good evening to all of you. I'm indeed excited to be here in front of you all. Well, this CHIP Summit, it was conceived by Dr. Anil Kumar. It was basically a brainchild of him. We few like-minded people, Dr. Verma, me, Anil, Jimmy and all, we joined together and we started off the first session that was in 2019. It was conducted at Astor Conference Hall. It was good to see a lot of people joining that particular session. So we thought that we should continue this every year. But then after that, it was washed out due to COVID. And last year, again, we all joined together, had the second meeting, which was conducted at Marriott Hotel. And it was well attended. I learned a lot of things from this particular last meeting. So we thought that we should continue with that. So this year again, we had a good session, started off yesterday. It was good learning for a lot of people. It was a good learning for me also, praying and hoping that it will be useful for each and every one of us tomorrow's sessions too. Thank you so much. Thank
you, sir. We now have the official inauguration of CHIP Summit 2023 by lighting of the lamp. May I request the chief guest, Major Ravi, to kindly do the honors. And may I request the dignitaries to kindly join him. I also invite onto the dais Dr. Rajiv, Course Coordinator, CHIP 2023, Dr. Anil Balachandran, Course Coordinator, CHIP 2023, Dr. Gerald Werner, Dr. Wataru Nagamatsu, and Dr. Arun Kumar to kindly join in for the lighting of the lamp, the official inauguration of the CHIP Summit 2023, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, everyone. It's now my honor to invite Major Ravi, the chief guest of the day, to kindly deliver the inaugural address.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really surprised when I was called as a chief guest to inaugurate this function. Why? Because I'm professionally a killer and addressing the people who are the saviors. That's quite contrasting, in fact. But then, I'm really proud that my country is doing very well in the medical field. Because my olden days, I know that even a diabetic patient in my family, that was my grandfather and all, how badly they suffered in 70s and all. I used to see them. Because the medical facilities were very less, how they suffered pain and everything. And similarly, heart attack and all, it was like once a heart attack, you are finished. That's all, end of it. And I've seen people going abroad, getting treated, coming back, open heart surgery or bypass and all this thing. It was not, we couldn't even imagine that. Now when you talk about angioplasty, one of my doctor friends gave me a gift on my birthday because I used to smoke. So she said, it's my birthday gift, one angiogram is free for you. I said, very good. So on the birthday's previous day, I was in the hospital doing this angiogram. Everything okay, 30% some block or something like that. I was okay. But then, when everything was going on, I was thinking, what if these facilities were not there? How earlier in an army and all, I have seen it. Maximum is ECG. Whatever it is, your decision is made on that. But today, so much of facilities to find out the exact position before you get into that body of the human being or the patient. So these facilities in my country, when I say in my country, I'm a proud patriotic Indian. So I always say that in my country. And I'm proud of it. Because I've seen you people doing, like, I've seen life and death quite often. When I was in the commandos for that 4 years, when I was operating in Punjab and Kashmir, I never got killed, I never got hit. But we used to kill people. Sometimes one bullet is enough. One time, 30 bullets also can't kill that person. Why? Because you, like professional doctors with the professional competency, used to save them. I still remember that officer is still here in Trivandrum, Major Rishi. He got a bullet from behind and that went from here. Nothing was seen on his face. Only a chunk of mass. And that's all. No eyes, no nose, nothing. Today, he's walking around with a handsome face because you people have done it. Why? How? Because the facilities which we got. He didn't go abroad. He didn't go anywhere. Here only. And his complete plastic surgery was done in my friend doctor's hospital in Amrita. He was about 47 plastic surgeries he has done. Now it's okay. So when I see all these things, I believe a lot of things you people are doing. And I salute the doctors. But then, I'm a very bad patient. When I was in the commandos and I was the only officer who used to run in Kargil in 1996. Only officer running in Kargil, 13,000 feet. And I used to run every day evening for about 5 kilometers. And all the doctors used to tell me, Ravi, go slow. There's 13,000 feet, no oxygen. I said, no sir, nothing will happen to me. And one day I just go for the regular routine checkup. And I found that I'm a diabetic patient. 235 at random. So physical fitness and everything is nothing. That's what I thought. It has come. I didn't care for it. One dinyl started. Then I thought one dinyl is good enough for one milkmaid tin. I used to eat that milkmaid also because that was free of cost in field areas. But then that spoiled my lot of systems. Finally, my creatinine went up. It was going up. Jaguswami finally said, come. Last time, what was your creatinine? I said, it was 4. It's okay. Then, I was shooting in Palghat for 2 days, full action sequence. Came back, driving. Jaguswami put me in a blood test and found that my creatinine was only 14. So suddenly, he got panicked. I didn't. I said, it's okay, let it go on. But then, he put me over there, put some wires from here and all these things, then the dialysis started. There also I was thinking, this dialysis will bring down my creatinine level after 4-5 dialysis, then I can walk off. Nothing. After 2 months I realized, Ravi, you are waste. You are of no use. Every week you are going for 3 dialysis and the person who is for the public running around, now today I am lying over there for 4 hours a day, then the whole week is gone. That's the time I decided I got to have a transplant. Everything went on smooth. Within 3 months, I got my transplantation done from Lakeshore. After 3 months, I was shooting. Nobody knew that I had a kidney transplant. Now it is almost 2 years. So, one is that the patient should have that willpower to face all these things. I have seen a lot of people now similarly, like my case, another actor who is going through all these things, he's afraid of going for the transplant. But then his deterioration has started. So, I trust you all. But now, I got a request from my side as a normal patient. Simple examples, I'm a social service guy. Once I am getting a call, sir, that Iron Man's wife collapsed from our colony and she's in front of some hospital. They are saying that you need to deposit 2.5 lakhs rupees for this angioplasty. I said, then what is it? No, she can't afford that and they are not admitting. I would like to tell one name, that is Assam City, Farhan. I just called him up. Farhan, I need your help. Rebecca, just send him. Send her. Admitted, done everything. And with a lot of help from others and all this thing, money problem was sorted out. But now, my request is to you all. You're all the World Forum. Why can't you all suggest this is a life-saving thing, this angioplasty, and one, I don't know what do you call it? One angioplasty, stent, correct. That is costing too much and all this thing. Why can't you all have a solid discussion with these pharmaceutical companies and you be a part of this? You people can raise a voice. I can request some people collect money and give to the hospital. But then, end of the day, who is blamed? The hospitals. They are fleecing money and all these things. Don't you think that it's a responsibility of the pharmaceutical companies also to reduce the money? So this request is all the World Forum. I request wherever, whichever countries you are, these kind of things should be cheaply available to save the humankinds. So that is a main reason why I came here, so that I'll get a good audience. It is not an audience. I'm requesting you all, because you people can raise a voice against this thing, so that it will be easily available for the people. Today, everybody has got this block and problems. Because of our living habits and everything, nobody wants to do exercise, nobody wants to do anything. So, end of the day, you people have to help them out. So it's a request from my side. Even if I come, if I can afford, I can give it. But then there are a lot of people for whom I keep fighting with the hospital authorities. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. So today my country is up to that level they can help. So please give a helping hand to this kind of patients by reducing the cost of the stents. If that thing happens, you will be applauded. Thank you so much. With that note, I officially announce that this summit has been inaugurated, and thank you so much for calling me out here, and wish you all the best. You are the saviors. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind, sir. It was an honor, sir, to listen to you. May I now request Dr. Anil Kumar to hand over a memento to Major Ravi as a token of our respect and love, sir. Thank you so much, sir. It's my honor now to invite Dr. Jay Gopal, President CSI Kerala Chapter, to offer felicitations on this occasion.
The chief guest of the day, Major Ravi, the organizers of this CHIP Summit, Dr. Anil, Dr. Varma, Sandeep, and Deepak, and my dear friends. At the outset, let me say that I'm really delighted to be here, to be taking part in this CHIP Summit. I think for some of us who started our career maybe in the early 90s, I think our job then was cut out just to do an angiogram, hand it over to the surgeon, and that was it. And from there, I think we all went through the era of learning angioplasties and all the dreaded complications which we are seeing right in front of your eyes. In fact, in the early days, I was really discouraged. But I think over the last 2.5 decades, I think wonderful progress has been made. And that too, in a state of Kerala, I'm really, as the president of this Kerala chapter of the Cardiology Society, I'm proud to say that today, in this tiny state of Kerala, in the southern part of the country, we have more than 120 active cath labs. And I'm telling you, the kind of work that is being done by almost all our members and the cardiologists are phenomenal. In fact, catering to a 24/7 primary angioplasties. When we compare to the kind of achievement that we have, in fact, we have done some particular studies in our state itself. When we look at the contribution that has been done, I think the primary angioplasty rates are fairly very high, comparable to what we have even in the western part of the country. So that's a great achievement. But then I always used to wonder, doing so many acute, most of our bread and butter is acute coronary syndrome, whether we really have this kind of patients to deal with. But then I must tell you that over the last few years, in fact, I remember having come to the inaugural meeting of this in 2019, the CHIP Summit. At that point of time, really started wondering whether really, is this really going to be the future? But today I can tell you that most of the problems that we see, even in a case of in a primary angioplasty, it is the octogenarians, the elderly group, the chronic kidney disease patients. And I think it's so, because of all this, I think we are dealing with more complex cases, and we are actually seeing more and more of this in the present day practice. So I think it's only appropriate that this kind of meetings really take place in a big way, and I'm really happy to see that, and it's been a wonderful meeting so far. I think a lot of learning. Of course, I've been able to only spend a few hours here, but I think the kind of deliberations and the talk and the lectures have been phenomenal. So it's been a great learning process, and I'm sure the next day also would be the same, and I'm sure the people attending this conference would go back enriched in a really great way. Thank you once again, Anil, and the entire team for organizing this, and all the very best for this meeting and all the future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jay Gopal, sir. May I invite Dr. Rajashekar Verma now to kindly introduce Dr. Gerald Werner and Dr. Wataru Nagamatsu, please.
Good evening. It's my pleasure and honor today to introduce two of our esteemed guests and invited international faculty. So when we started thinking about CHIP 2023, immediately after the successful completion of CHIP 2022, one of the first names that came to mind was that of Professor Gerald Werner, who is now the Director of Cardiology and Intensive Care at the Darmstadt Clinic. I don't know whether I'm pronouncing the name correct. under the, it's a teaching hospital under the University of uh, the University of Frankfurt since 2005. Dr. Werner is well known to all the cardiologists, I would say, for his pioneering work on coronary collateral in the context of chronic total occlusions. The very classification of the coronary collaterals, the grading of the coronary collaterals goes by his name, the Werner CC grading. And it is also may come as a surprise to some that Professor Werner is also a pioneer in the use of intravascular ultrasound, one of the first persons to use the intravascular ultrasound in Germany. And the intramural hematoma as a complication of angioplasty he was one of the first persons to describe the intramural hematoma. A very, very learned person, has served as professor of cardiology and is actively involved still in teaching and educating cardiologists, young cardiologists, developing generations of new interventional cardiologists. Another of his passions was reflected in today evening's talk, which he personally requested me to give it to him. That is on how to reduce radiation risk in the cath lab. So that is another area which is one of his pet concerns. So to cut it short, I would say we are very honored today to be here, that he is here today amongst us, and we are blessed today to listen to him and learn from him. So, Professor Gerald Bernard, I invite you to come to the dais and.
May I request Major Ravi to kindly hand over a memento to Dr. Werner. Wait.
Again, as a CTO, as a person who is interested in chronic total occlusions, the next name that again came to my mind was that of Dr. Wataru Nagamatsu from Japan, from the province of Osaka. He is related to Kochi in a manner of speaking. There is a place called Kochi in Japan, and he has completed his training from the University of Kochi, from the School of Kochi. So, in many ways, the name, though it's similar, but still, Kochi is a place in Japan, and this is Kochi in Kerala. Nagamatsu is again a very young CTO operator, but still has lots of experience, lots of learning. He is interested in the advancement of imaging, in the utility of imaging in the CTO process, the different aspects of CTO angioplasty. He has more than 250 published papers to his credit. He is a live operator in almost all the CTO conferences that the world has ever seen. So, a very gifted operator. We have seen him live at CCT in Kobe, where some of the most complex cases are operated upon. We have seen him in action in India as part of the Indo-Japanese CTO meetings that happen every year. We have also seen him in India CTO as well as in CHIP CTO as live operating. As also in India Live also, where he has come and operated on very complex cases. He has shown his dexterity, skill, and his mastery over the imaging and how it has helped in improving success rates in CTO angioplasty. I welcome Dr. Nagamatsu to come to the dais and receive a memento.
May I request Dr. Jayagopal to kindly do the honors, please? May I also request Dr. Rajshekhar Verma to kindly introduce Dr. Arun Kumar to the audience.
Dr. Arun Kumar is our invited faculty, the third invited faculty, international faculty who has come all the way to Cochin. My first relationship with Arun was way back in 91 when I joined MBBS in Jipmar, Pondicherry. He was 2 years senior to me and was one of the first persons to officially initiate me into Jipmar. That time, that was way back in 91. Since then, we have been in touch. He has grown in stature. He has become he was an anesthesiologist who completed MD from Jipmar, and then subsequently has become a cardiac anesthesiologist. He has been trained in UK. He has worked and practiced in the United Kingdom, and then subsequently he is now relocated to Abu Dhabi, where he is the head of the Cleveland Clinic Cardiac Anesthesiology. His interests include transesophageal echo and advanced cardiac anesthesiology, including ECMO, and you heard the lecture by him on how to initiate and maintain an eCPR. One of the pioneering research persons in cardiac anesthesiology from Abu Dhabi, but very closely related to all of us here. And he was here with us last year also. And it's my honor today to invite Dr. Arun Kumar to the dais and receive a memento from the chief.
May I request Major Ravi to kindly do the honors once again, please, sir? A big hand, ladies and gentlemen, for our international faculty for having put up with us for so long and so late into the night. Thank you so much. Dr. Werner, Dr. Nagamatsu, and Dr. Arun Kumar.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Verma. May I request Dr. Sandeep now to kindly propose the vote of thanks.
Good evening, everybody. It's an honor to stand here, and thank you all for coming to our CHIP Summit 2023. The last year was a big hit, and I hope you are enjoying the conference this year also. So I'd like to, first of all, thank our chief guest, Mr. Major Ravi, who was a ex-NSG commando and me, and now an actor and director. We are extremely thankful for your presence here, sir. I'll also like to thank Dr. Jayagopal, who is our, at present, CSI Kerala President. Thank you, sir, for coming and attending our function. The next important people I should thank is my organizing committee, which includes me, and most importantly, Dr. Deepak Davidson, Dr. Anil Kumar, and Dr. Rajshekhar Verma. So these three people are the pillars of our CHIP Summit in any conference, because they are the ones who handpicks the speakers, and they are the ones who decide which topics to be discussed. And I feel it is the academic content of this conference that draws all the attention and all the delegates and faculty to our. So I thank you especially for this. I also want to thank our co-organizers, Dr. Jimmy, Dr. Anil Balachandran, Dr. Sunil Roy, Dr. Praveen Srikumar, and Dr. Rajiv for giving your support for making it a big success. The third person I would like to thank is the main backbone of our conference, especially he joined along with us from last year, but this year he was the main backbone, and he is none other than Anish. You may be knowing through CSI. So he's the one who is event management, who has done event management for the entire conference, and it has really reduced my stress, and I was not at all worried that things will go wrong because he's so experienced in it. The The next team that I would like to thank is the light and sound by the AM audiovisual team. With so many live transmissions, there was no glitches, well transmitted, no issues, and everything was well handled with good care. The next will be the travel team who booked all the tickets and arranged for the travel of the delegates and the faculty, Jibu and team. And most importantly, the delegates for coming up for all the way here to join us for this. And from, I think, CHIP 2019, it was around 25 to 50 delegates. CHIP 2022, it was around 120 delegates. And this year, we have almost 250 delegates. So it shows the growth of the CHIP Summit. And we hope to cross 500 by the coming years. And I'll also like to thank the faculty, including national, international, and everyone who came here and cooperated and gave their knowledge. And thank you all. And the main backbone of any conference, any medical conference, is especially the pharmaceutical companies and the industry, without whose support we cannot conduct a proper program. And I thank you all for your wholehearted support and making this a big success. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. We come to the end of the inaugural session. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We kindly request you to join us for the gala night and the dinner. And we start tomorrow fresh at 9 a.m., the third day of the CHIP Summit. Request the chairpersons and the speakers to kindly be here on time. And some audience also, please. It's very insulting if you are not here. Thank you.